What is up, DB fans? What up, my fellow Ningen? This is the one and only Cyberman 312 coming at you live from the 31st universe, bringing you all an ad-free, with zero interruptions, rendition of Dragon Ball Super predictions. So basically, the prediction that I want to make here today is that I believe the Daishinkan will actually be killed off a little bit after the Tournament of Power ends. Alright. Now, the reason I believe this is because the Daishinkan is just way overpowered. He's way OP. Alright. Right now we have a situation similar to the one we had with Zamasu and Goku Black, which is, Zamasu, he's immortal, and Goku Black, he's just way OP. So right now, that kind of correlates with the Zenos. Those two are basically, probably immortal, who knows? They may as well be untouchable, pretty much. And then the Daishinkan, he's the one who is overpowered. Now, the Daishinkan, he just, I kind of feel like they're throwing us off here. The Toei animators and Toriyama, and the Toei storyline writers and whatnot, and Toriyama, because it seems obvious, right? Daishinkan, he looks real sinister. He's got the Frieza eyes and everything, and he just looks like he might do some evil deeds. So why not throw everybody off by making everybody think that the Daishinkan has ulterior motives, when in the end he's just going to be a victim, or in the end he's just going to be probably the guy fixing everything in the end. So this is what pretty much I envision happening. So imagine the Tournament of Power ends, and the losers are all gonna get destroyed. And what if some people are like, screw that, we don't want to be destroyed? This is pretty much the scenario that I see happening here. What if one of the angels decides, why destroy the universes? Why not rule them, right? So I imagine this guy here probably leading the parade. I forget this guy's name, but we have never seen anything about this guy except for this scan here that came out a long time ago, before everything started pretty much unfolding for the setup for the Tournament of Power. Now, I see they introduced the notion of essentially trapping and imprisoning an immortal and untouchable character, when they figured that they had to trap the immortal future Zamasu. And they introduced the notion of destroying an overpowered character who's not immortal, probably the Daishinkan. See, because they're just showing this guy to be so overpowered that pretty much the only way you could take him down would be maybe like a sneak attack. The Daishinkan, I mean. And then Zeno, he's just so overpowered and untouchable that you pretty much gotta seal him away somehow. So that's pretty much what I envision happening. Maybe I do still kind of feel that Whis is kind of probably gonna be a bad guy. He may, I feel like he may be plotting with some of the other angels to take out his father and probably imprison Zeno. So this dude that we don't know anything about, this angel that was pretty much introduced along with Cedra with the scans that came out a long time ago, we've seen nothing about this guy yet, so they're really keeping this guy a mystery. So I really feel that this guy may be probably the ringleader behind the scenes, or one of the conspirators, maybe along with Whis. And maybe they have a plan in order to take out their father, because maybe they realize, oh man, we don't need a Zeno, and we don't need our father telling us what to do. Why don't we all kind of form like a dark angel type of council and pretty much rule the universes for ourselves? What if they just want to be the rulers of their own universes, so to speak? Or maybe that's what's promised. Maybe that evil looking, that dark looking angel dude and Whis, what if they're pretty much promising all the angels, like, hey, help us enact this plan, help us follow through with this plan, being killing off the Daishinkan and sealing Zeno away, or sending him off somewhere else to some other dimension, or leaving him in the world of void or something. Who knows? Something to trap Zeno because he's so overpowered, and probably performing some type of sneak attack on the Daishinkan because he's just pretty much untouchable. So what if those two angels are the leaders here, and they say, hey, we'll promise each of you your own universe that you can rule, and you don't have to watch over your God of Destruction. You don't have to make sure that they're doing their job. We'll zap them away, and you don't have to deal with that. You'll rule your own universe. And then they pretty much betray that idea and say, oh, just kidding, we're going to rule everything. I.e., Whis and that dark-looking, mischievous-looking angel dude. Because here's the thing. Why... Like, Zeno himself, he's just on a whole nother level. Just beyond the Daishinkan. And the Daishinkan himself is on a whole nother level beyond any of the angels or the gods of destruction, and especially the mortals. So, I mean, how do you defeat somebody like the Daishinkan? It's likely that the only way to do so is to be on the level of Whis or anybody like that. Because we haven't discovered yet who the strongest angel is. We don't know yet if it's Whis, or maybe it could even be that guy they introduced a long time ago on the scans along with Cedra, the God of Destruction from Universe 9. And that angel is not even Cedra's angel, so why introduce that? So that's the thing, that's the same situation they face with Goku Black and Zamasu. Zamasu was immortal. It was impossible to destroy him. So the only option is to imprison him. And Goku Black, he was just highly overpowered. So the only option was to pretty much strategize and find a sneaky way to try to destroy him. So they're facing the same situation with Zeno and Daishinkan here. That's what I mean, that they're gonna need to find a way to do some sort of sneak attack on the Daishinkan. Possibly when he's announcing the winner of the tournament, or handing over the Super Dragon Balls to the winner of the tournament. Maybe when he's distracted, because I'm sure he trusts his children, his angels, and maybe at the end of the day they don't want him to be in charge. They want to be in charge of their own worlds, or probably a few of them want to be in charge of everything. But who really knows? That's just a theory / prediction that I have, that the Daishinkan is just so overpowered, just completely on a whole nother level, that you're gonna need somebody like Whis or his brother or one of his sisters or his siblings. They gotta team up and take him out so they can rule. And then they got to find a way to imprison Zeno or send him away somewhere, because he's pretty much a mindless child with very little sense of, I guess, reality. So he is going to be actually a force to be reckoned with without the Daishinkan guiding him and essentially babysitting him. So they'll have to seal him away, and they'll have to obviously destroy the Daishinkan with a sneak attack, because he's likely the most powerful fighter in all of the DB universe, all the universes. So that's just a prediction / theory that I have, that I've been thinking about for a while. Glad I finally be able to put a video regarding that. So let me know what you all think about this. Do you think we're facing a similar, if you're listening to this and you happen to want to leave your opinion, feel free. You already know how. It's all good. Do you believe that it's a similar situation with Goku Black and Zamasu, where one is just on a whole nother level fighting wise, and one is simply immortal, that the only way to get rid of him is to imprison him? Are we facing a similar situation with the Daishinkan, where it's going to take a fighter on the level of Whis, or maybe even his bodyguards, Zeno's bodyguards? It's going to take someone on that level to probably team up against the Daishinkan, or maybe do a sneak attack on him from behind or something while his guard is down. And they're going to have to imprison Zeno, because he's just so overpowered and really has very little control and can destroy anything on a whim. So if you're listening to this and you want to leave your opinion, you want to let me know what you think about this, is this a possibility? Go ahead and let me know. You already know how. But as always, I do appreciate you all clicking on and checking this out. Cyberman312 logging off. Back to the 31st universe. Thank you all very much, and have a great time.